assumptions of interracial couples. And so we're gonna Google what types of assumptions there are out there about interracial couples and then answer them for you guys.
All right, let's do it. Come on, I want you to say it.
So the first one is assuming you having something against your own culture. No, that's not the case.
Not the case. Although there might be a little truth to it. That's not the case. It's not the case. I love my people, and I'm sure that you love your people.
I love my family. Yes.
It's not like we're trying to convert ourselves and start a whole new world. We just like each other.
It has nothing to do with
hating your culture.
Yeah, hating or hating your own race. I don't. At least for us, that's not the case. It might be the case for some people, but
okay. This one right here is funny. Look, assuming that you're doing your partner a favor.
What?
Like their example is a white girl dating an Asian guy.
I don't get it.
You like to make the other person look good, like you're doing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would I? I'm not a very giving person, so.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming you have a fetish. That's just so. That's just so weird.
It's super weird.
I did not come into this relationship with that mentality.
Mm-hmm.
But people do, I
happened.
guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, but.
It's not the case for us. So we went to another one that says 6 myths about interracial couples we need to retire immediately.
Oh, that is a good one.
That is a super myth.
They have the same experience in public as any other couple. Not true at all.
Mm-mm.
That's, yeah. I don't get why people would.
It just seems like every time we go out somewhere, people are always staring at us.
Yeah. They either are staring, they have something to say under their breath, but won't actually say it all the way out loud. Just
cough,
crazy. Cough in Eric's face, spit at us.
Don't hold the door.
We had friends and family members don't see these relationships as an issue anymore. I can kind of.
It just depends on your family.
Yeah, it depends on your family.
It depends on your family. If you have a welcoming family, then you're good to go. But if you have a family that's stuck in old ways, then that's where that comes in. Dating someone of a different race. Dating somebody of a different race means you can't be racist. Wrong.
You can still be racist.
Still can be racist.
Toward other races.
Or towards that same race. The different historical treatment of each partner's race is irrelevant.
I don't see how that
Especially
could be irrelevant.
Not with today's ramblings. The media authentically reflects interracial couples' relationships.
Nope. Oh. Racist things people say to interracial couples? There are lots.
I found one about black people. I think that the woman is African American that wrote this. The assumption is so basically put in perspective, your race, just because you're dating outside of your race, you don't enjoy doing the things that your race has supposedly liked to do. Like for me, I'm 6'5", 200-something pounds, and I like to skateboard, and I like to play tennis with my girlfriend, and a lot of people, they get to run their mouth and stuff like that. So they think it's weird that I like to skateboard and play tennis and, all types of stuff that wouldn't be considered black and stuff like that.
Yeah. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I do typically white things. I play golf. I play tennis. I would be curious to see the percentage of races in certain sports.
I would say a lot of people assume that we're a certain type of way. I would maybe say stuck up, too good for the other race or stuff like that. If you act a certain type of way or listen to a certain type of music with your partner and stuff like that. But honestly, I just feel like we're in our own space and we just do what makes us happy. We're not really looking at what everybody else is doing or wondering what everybody else is thinking about us. We just kind of sail forward in our lovely ship.
Yes, I'm sure.
I would say another assumption is that I'm violent. I feel like a lot of black people, especially like if you have longer hair and you're muscular, the people just think, oh, that person is violent because he looks a certain type of way.
So what do you have against dating your own race? Nothing. I have nothing against my own.
It's like a pair of pants.
What
It's
do
like a
you
pair
mean?
of pants. You're not going to wear the same brand of pants every day. You like different brands. Just because you like a different brand does not mean that you hate clothes.
I get this question a lot, actually.
Are your parents upset?
How do your parents feel about it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, the only way I ever really respond to that question, I just recognize that they just don't, I don't know the word, but no, my parents are not upset. They're pretty open-minded about a lot of stuff and have treated Eric like they've treated all my other boyfriends who have been of my same race.
And then for me, my parents are again open-minded too. When people ask something like that or they allude to something like that,
They kind of insinuate that our parents are automatically like
right,
racist
like,
or something.
or just like ashamed of you.
Yeah, or
like
ashamed
like
of us because we're dating outside of our race. I don't get it.
Hey, that's their assumption. Oh, yeah, let's say it.
Okay, was it scary meeting his or her parents? I just get nervous in general when I meet people for the first time. So I just wanted to make a really good first impression. Like, my family dynamic is totally different than Eric's family's dynamic, but that could also be like, let's say my friend who's white. That could be like, they could have a different family dynamic than I have. It would be the same as meeting my friend's parents for the first time who's white. It would be the same because you're obviously going to be like a little nervous to meet someone for the first time. So I was not scared. I never get scared to meet people. I just get nervous. What were you?
I was fine. You know I'm a chill type of guy.
Yeah, you are really
I'm
chill.
always a chill type of guy. Let me go first.
Okay, you go first. Sorry.
So
I just have a lot to say.
I know, me too. But so what's on the website is I didn't think you were into insert the race here, girls/guys. I've never gotten that growing up, coming up. It was, I always knew that you liked blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, I mean, it kind of is what it is. That's just like a comment that is kind of not needed.
Yeah.
Go ahead, tell them.
So I told a group of people who I was dating and I showed them a picture. I was like, yeah, his name is Eric. Here's a picture. And it was the weirdest experience, actually. They were like, oh, it was like that. And I was like, the reaction was just kind of like an assumption. They were basing who I was dating off of assumptions they had based on stereotypes.
Oh, so that's what you're into. Yes, I'm into the opposite sex.
Thank
Yes,
you.
I like girl.
It shouldn't matter that they look different than you or that they're a different color than you and what you've dated in the past. It should just matter how they make you feel.
There you go. That was so. What's the word I'm looking for?
Nicely said. Oh, thank you. I haven't gotten this one, but it's saying I've always wanted to date a, and then insert race.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've gotten like that, like not like to myself, but I've like heard it from like a bunch because I've met a bunch of people that are not from the States. That's the only time I've heard something like that. Somebody just is curious. There's nothing wrong with curiosity.
Okay.
It only killed a cat once and it got 8 more lives. So I would always make fun of you and say that she would put her white voice on when she answered the phone because she like talks to me one type of way, but then when she answers the phone, she like gets all like this and she's like, hello. I mean, I already feel like she has a professional voice and she's very literate. Just when she gets on the phone, she just gets in the robot white lady mode. So yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead. Tell them how you feel about me and my code switching.
It's really just him whenever whenever he's playing the game.
Oh, why you gotta quote playing the game? All right, go ahead.
That's
Go
always
ahead.
what you say. And he talks to his friends in like a totally different persona that he puts on, and I'm just like, what are you saying?
It's not stuff for you. It's like just talking to the homies, and
It's just like they have insiders of some sort that they'll
We
just
do.
start saying, and I'm like, what's that even mean? Like, what
it's not for
were you even
you.
well,
not
yeah,
for you.
clearly.
When I hear that magical sound, I'm in my own world. I'm not worried about anything else. I'm not worried. Oh, can Trudy decipher what I'm saying? No, I'm in my own world.
I would also say people might think we're like not good enough or something. I just feel like people look down upon us sometimes, who are racist, obviously, for dating each other. And I don't get why. Like, we've gotten glares by older white women in Kroger, and I'm just like, come on. But at the same time, we got, you remember that younger woman? She had a baby,
Yeah.
and she was in Kroger, and she was smiling at us. And
And there's lots of older ladies that'll, talk about us and say how we're so cute and ask me to reach something off the top shelf.
yeah, I forgot that happened.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, we still get some love, but
Yeah.
I would say
Oh,
we've had more negative reactions from people than positive, but that could be because we're looking for negative, just because we're trying to like assess the situation and make sure no one's gonna like.
I wouldn't say I'm looking for negative. I would say you.
Okay, I look for that because I get freaked out if someone's staring at us too long, if a car is driving and then they like slow to a stop and then we're like still walking that way, and I'm like, it's just, there's some things that I'm just like uneasy about whenever we're out and about.
And me, since I've grown up in a lot of circumstances, stuff like that doesn't really bother me. I just go on because I'm very protective of Trudy, and I will always protect her and myself at all times. So I think that's just kind of something about like just coming up and going through things and stuff like that. There's a lot of assumption out there. If we could just stop with the assumption.
Yeah, just take us as we are, which is people,
There we
please.
Because we're not the only lovely people out there that are into different things.
Right.
We're not the only ones. Feel free to give us a little tidbit about your relationship and how you feel about assumptions. Maybe you're in a same race relationship, but you guys come from two different backgrounds as far as life and just two different cultures.
Like just growing up in
Different
environments.
places, environments, and stuff like that. So let us know of some of your experiences. There's a lot of weird stuff happening in the world right now, and I feel like we really should just stick together as a people. We're too busy fighting and assuming and all that stuff, and we're not getting prepared for the zombie apocalypse or the aliens coming to get us and stuff like that. That's what we need to be worried about. I know it's a tangent. I get on tangents just like you, but this is some real world stuff, people.
Thanks so much for watching.
Like and subscribe. Continue to watch our videos. We're going to continue to give out content, and we're just very gracious that you guys are watching and listening, and we're going to keep the content coming.